Once upon a time, there was a little boy called Howard who loved writing stories.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Young Howard wrote many stories and scripts.
Mr. Quackers was on his magic toilet.
But then one day he grew up and discovered alcohol and laziness, so he put his writing in the attic and forgot about it. 20 years later, Howard found his old stories and persuaded his lifelong friend Rufus to read them. Join Rufus and Howard as they embark on a mission to read everything he wrote, from the age of 5 until now, in The Worst Writer in the World.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, worst writer in the world. 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 He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.
Welcome to The Worst Writer in the World with me, Rufus, and wait a minute, who's this? He's wearing a white coat, he's writing equations on a clear bit of glass, he's a science genius, it's Howard Long!
Hooray for me, Howard Long. That's right. Not
Science
only
genius.
do I know that E equals MC squared, I also...
I'm a bit uncertain about it though.
No, I didn't sound uncertain. You just dropped.
I just edited
you,
a pause
you
in.
dropped for a minute there. But
Oh, okay.
I actually said it really quickly. I said, not only do I know that E equals MC squared, but I also know what that means, which is that's the most important thing about E equals MC squared, isn't it? Because everyone knows that E equals MC
Everyone
squared.
knows that E equals MC squared,
It's
but
just
most of us are like,
Well-
I have no idea.
But I know what it means.
Elephants.
That's how clever
Elephants
I am.
equal massive
Canaries, yeah.
Massive canaries squared. If you square a massive canary, you get an elephant. And that's what Einstein told us.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone thought he was a smart
Yeah,
idiot.
fucking idiot. All right, so Howard, this week we are starting a brand new long Howard Long story. This is episode 1 of 13. We got out Howard's big pile of scripts and stories, all these things we haven't
I told you
done
not to
yet,
tell them
and-
about my big piles.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna. And we've been looking through. Howard's been giving me a little, what they're about, and it's been a very difficult choice because every single one of them sounds amazing. But we did decide to do this sci-fi adventure called Collider.
Ooh.
So, shall we get started, Howard?
Yes, please. Okay, so Collider is a science fiction thing.
To do them all.
The Hadron Collider.
Hadron Collider story. So that could seriously show up how much you know about particle physics, right? Which I'm guessing is nothing.
I mean, it's really nothing to do with the Hadron Collider. It's got nothing
It's
to do.
called Collider.
Yeah,
Is it also about a lot of cars crashing?
No.
Some dodgems. Is it about some dodgems? Is it about one of those things you drain pasta in but you spelt it wrong?
No, there's a fair amount of drilling in it, I think.
Yeah, to get holes in your colander.
No, I think there's drilling in Collider. Collider's got a lot of drilling in it.
All right, are you ready to go? Mm-hmm. So we start on a hotel balcony in Paris at night. The moon is wrong. All right, that's the first line in your script. The moon is wrong. All right, the moon thinks that vaccines cause autism. The moon thinks that the first man on it was called John Moonman. And that is not true, because we all know...
No one's ever been on the moon.
We all know the first man on the moon was Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
He was the first man to go to the moon and film and do that fake moon landing. Not John Moonman.
It's really difficult for Stanley Kubrick to get that film studio up on the moon.
Yeah,
and
it
then
took so
recreate
long.
the moon.
Just back and forth, like taking the bricks up.
Yeah.
That's why they call him Stanley Moonbricks.
Yeah.
If his name was Jack,
Yeah.
Jack Kubrick, it'd be like he'd be accusing bricks in French.
Yeah, it would be. But it isn't.
Tragically, that is where my hilarious
nothing-
joke falls down.
That's why you never find Stanley Kubrick's accusing bricks of being Spanish.
His son Jack, on the other hand.
Right. Why is he accusing the movie being Spanish?
You added that.
Did I?
Yeah.
What did you say was
I said
accusing
in
of?
French.
Oh, right.
No, I never said anyone was accusing anyone of being Spanish. And although if I listen back now and find I did, I'm going to be terrified.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't. Okay, so the moon is wrong.
The moon is wrong.
It's more than full. It's more than full.
Yes.
Okay.
It's had a lot to eat, hasn't it?
What could that mean? But when we talk about the moon, full moon is like it's complete circle, so it's got to have like lumps sticking out of it or something.
Yeah,
or it's square.
It's like, so it's at a lot.
Yeah, it must be. I don't know what else that could mean. Oh, hang on. Let's find out. Howard's going to explain it. It's more than full, cone-shaped, as though it were a plate. Atop a precariously balanced pile, being swallowed by the night.
Wow. It's a good line.
Yeah, bit of a mixed metaphor there, swallowing a plate. But I don't really understand what that is meant to conjure up, because it
Not
just
very good
it
description,
seems
is it?
like a bunch of words.
Hey,
And it's not really putting
that's
any
what-
pictures in my mind.
that's what writing is. It's a bunch of words.
To be fair, I would say that often Howard Long's writing, you're quite good at putting pictures in people's minds. You
Yeah.
can go like close up on Mr. Wheel or whatever in your first lines, but I'm not sure what you're getting at here. Do you just mean it's big?
No.
You don't, do you? Because you say cone shaped.
Yeah.
Like a plate atop of. What do you think the image in Howard Long's mind is when he's writing this?
It means that, like, you know, if you were looking an aerial view at a pile of plates,
Yeah.
you'd look like one plate. But if you move to the side, then you'd see the tower. So
Right.
what it is it's like
Like a lot of moons in a row.
moons in a row.
Okay.
I should have written that.
The moon looks like a lot of moons
I
in
don't
a
know why
row.
I needed to say that there was a pile of plates.
Well, this is how you've advanced and improved as a writer.
Because it doesn't.
Now.
Because that's not what the moon looks like. The moon doesn't look like a lot of plates, does it?
It doesn't look like one plate. Doesn't look like a.
Yeah.
It is very dissimilar to plates.
I should say it looks exactly like a load of moons in a row, because that's what it is.
Is it? Is that what you're saying? So it's not. And when you say cone shaped, that's what you're describing because of the perspective moving away.
Yes.
That's the cone you mean.
Yeah.
Like you're looking at the bottom of a cone, and the cone is behind. But actually, that's just a load of moons in a row, and in a perfect row, like in sci-fi where they want to show multiverse or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's a load of moons in a row. I'll start again. The moon is a load of moons in a row.
Yeah, good. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Intriguing.
alright. Atop a precariously balanced pile being swallowed by the night. Oh no, sorry. Okay, so streets
Streets.
sounds.
Streets sounds.
Streets sounds.
Yeah.
Food smells. Because you're gonna list it. Streets sounds. Traffic. Lovers.
What, like fucking?
Yeah, because otherwise, what sounds are you going to be making? I love you. Like traffic. Well, I hate it when you're walking down the street trying to like just get a bit of peace, and there's all that car noise and all those lovers yelling.
No, man, like, if you can hear the traffic and you can still hear the fucking, they must be really going at
They
it.
really look. Well, there's a lot of them as well. Yeah. So traffic lovers, drunken merriment.
Oh, traffic lovers. Just people that really love traffic.
Yeah,
going,
I love cars. Buses are brilliant. Yeah. All right, that makes more sense because at least then we know why you can hear them.
They're like train spotters.
Yeah, but more vocal. Yeah, absolutely. Because
Yeah,
train
'cause-
spotters are quite fairly quiet.
Yeah,
they
because
tend to keep
it's
themselves.
sad, isn't it? Being a train spotter. But being a
It
traffic
does,
lover, that's
to be honest, it
it's
does
pretty cool.
look a bit. I mean, not sad in the 90s sense, but it does look a bit sad. I quite often see them at St Pancras Station, where I go every day
Them.
for work. Well, I never see them in plural, but individually. But I've seen more than one train spotter, and they do totally look like they're filming a comedy sketch show because they're
Right.
utter stereotypes.
You've only seen them one at a time. You've never
I've
seen
never seen a bunch of not at St Pancras. I haven't. I've seen
one
bunch.
for, is it like one for sorrow and two for joy? Is it like that with train spotters?
Yeah, I've never had joy from train spotters,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. I've only ever had sorrow from them, yeah. So streets sounds, it's difficult. Streets sounds, traffic lovers, drunken merriment, and the music of a distant busker do their best to suggest normality.
It's like they've been employed to do that.
So,
Come on, distract
everything is
everyone.
normal. Everything is normal. A distant busker. Hang on. Everything is normal. Everything is normal. Everything is normal. Everything is fine. Like that. And then, lovers over here going, blah, 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 blah. Isn't it good how normal it is to be fucking in the street? Oh, it's very good to be fucking in the street. Yes, I really like it, blah, blah, blah.
And drunken moment, that's Jim. So, I mean, it's the entire cast of Forget Me Not are out.
Yeah. Jim's there shouting about how everything's normal. Can I have some cigarettes and a woman, please? Yeah, and then there's the traffic lovers. Look at all these normal buses, they're brilliant. Some people might suggest they're trying too hard.
Yeah.
And that actually makes it seem less normal.
Yeah,
and also there's that cone of moons in the sky.
yeah.
Giveaway.
It's like there's a big cone of moons in the sky, right? And there's some people down there shouting about how normal it is to love buses. And I'm wondering whether
maybe something's going on.
Something's going on here.
Seems like maybe you're trying to tell us that straight away. You've got some people yelling about how loving buses is normal.
There's nothing odd about the moon. I love this car.
Yeah. The moon is fine. The moon is fine. It's normal.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah. Don't look at it. It's not a pile of plates.
Yeah, don't look up. Don't look up. Don't look up. You don't see your life.
Yeah. If you do, just imagine you're looking at plates. So what it seems like you're setting up is that something has happened to the world, right? And we're beginning, like we're not doing an origin story of that thing that's happened to the world. We're diving straight into the action. It's already happened.
Yeah.
Something's gone wrong with the moon.
The moon, specifically. Just the moon.
All right, so far we have learned that the moon is wrong. Meanwhile, in a hotel room, with her back to the room, dressed in a black dressing gown, gazing out at the city, is Penny.
Hooray!
She smokes a cigarette. There is a knock at the door.
Hello. Here is Mr. Fluck coming in your collider. What's he doing in your collider?
I've just made some pasta and I can't drain it. Have you got a collider I can borrow?
I've got to use particle physics to understand how many bits of pasta I'm going to have on my plate.
Yeah.
Oh, can I borrow one of your moon plates, please? To pack me pasta on.
Thank you. I usually do have a lot of them. Yeah. All right. As Penny turns, she wipes a telltale tear from her eye.
Telltale tear?
Telltale, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like, I think she's been killing people and cutting their ears off and then, like, gluing their ears to her face or something.
Looking at them really hard.
Yeah. As Penny turns, she wipes a telltale tear from her eye. She hoists up the collar and tightens the belt on her gown. Okay, so the collar. It was like, of her tears? No, it's all right, it was coming. She hoists up the collar and tightens the belt on her gown. So she's making sure she's covered up, basically, before she answers the door.
This is a
Mr.
non-boober movie, then.
Good.
It's the opposite of Eve.
Okay, although, why did she need to do that? Was she just standing on a balcony with her boobs out, having a cigarette?
Definitely.
So, someone at the door, but I didn't put my boobs away.
When in Paris. They love being nude and smoking cigarettes.
Nudie smoking, yes.
Yeah, they fucking love that.
Okay. Her face is free.
I'll have it then. So I wasn't going to pay for it. So if it's free, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Her face is free of makeup.
Okay.
But this openness is belied by her walk. She's got an honest face, but a dishonest walk. Or she's got a lot of makeup on her legs.
Yeah, I think it's that, innit? To make it look like she's got more legs. How many legs have you got?
Oh, it seems like I've got the many legs. Look, I've written the number 30 on my leg. Because I've got 30 legs. So it is interesting. This, Ashley says, it says she moves like a hunter, guarded and suspicious. So her face is free of makeup, but this openness, this honesty, because women wearing makeup is a lie. It's devious and dishonest.
Yes.
Is belied by her walk, because she moves like a hunter, guarded and suspicious. She checks the spy hole. It is still there. Then she looks through the spy hole. No,
Are there any spies in it? It's a spy hole, isn't it?
She checks the spy hole, but there are no spies.
There's
in it.
spies in my spy hole.
It's a trap. It's like a bear trap, but when they dig a hole and put leaves over it. But it's in her house, right? Because a lot of spies come into her house, so she's put a rug over a hole.
Yeah, welcome, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they come in, and then they fall in the hole, and then every day she goes and looks to see how many spies are in her spy hole today.
Ooh, 3 spies in my spy hole.
Oh my goodness. So she checks the spy hole, throws some sandwiches down to the spies in it.
Thank you.
Covers the spy hole again.
Oh, it's a dog.
And then goes to the door where she uses the peephole
Yeah.
to look through and see who it is. And she sees Carl with a K. So she opens the door to Carl.
That's important as well.
Yeah. Carl is a weaselly harried man with a Tintin quiff. That's Tintin the character, I suppose, because you've written it.
As opposed to what were you thinking?
Well, 2 tins, because you've written it as a... Is his name hyphenated normally, Tintin? It's not, right? I mean, it's got to have a capital letter.
Have capital letters. Yeah, so what I
Not capital letters, because I don't think it's 2 words. Is Tintin 2 words? Surely.
Well, it's definitely got 1 capital letter at the very least.
Yeah. But how do you actually write it? I have some images there.
Yeah, it's one word.
1 word, okay. So Howard's written Tintin as 2 words hyphenated, both of them with small t's. Which for a moment made me confused. I did not immediately know what it meant. It's like a tin, a tin quiff would be weird enough, but a tin quiff,
Yeah, tin
like it's
quiff.
made out of tin and also tin.
Yes.
You know?
It's 50% tin and 50% tin.
Yeah, that is what it is. And very precisely as well. It's not 49% tin and 51% tin.
I mean, it is, of course.
Oh yeah, of course it is. At the same time, it is, but it's not that.
No,
okay,
not that, yeah.
but it is. All right, so we've got to decide on a voice for this guy from his description. We've got to stick with the original Howard intention. So we've got a weaselly, harried man with a tin quiff and hungry eyes.
Hungry eyes. Well, it seems like I was writing that part for me by the sounds of it, so you can give him my voice. if you
Okay,
like.
so I'll do that. Hello, it's me. My name's Carl. Do you like my metal hair? It's 50% tin.
50% tin. So this tin's got peaches in it. And this tin's got like meat.
He's got 2 tins balanced on his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
And he's bald.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just do that line again.
Do you
then.
like anything out of one of my tins? Do you like meat or peaches? What would you prefer? I can eat both if you like.
Carl, a weaselly harried man with 2 tins on his head and hungry eyes. That's why he's got the tins. I'm really hungry.
Yeah, because you can't get them open.
Can you open my meat tin, please? I can't
Lost my
reach.
tin opener. I'm really starving, as you can tell by my eyes. And I've got these 2 tins of one's meat, one's peaches.
Whose idea was that?
The labels
What am I going to make?
The labels have come off, and I don't know which is which.
What am I going to do with that? I'm going to make like peach bolognese. So that's what's just happened. She opened the door and this metal-haired, hungry-eyed, weaselly and harried. Let's not forget he's harried. Like he's just been chased here by dogs or something, right? Because he's like, fucking hell.
Well, he's got a tin of dog food in his head, after all.
That one's open. The third one's open. Yeah, he's like, that's no good to me. I opened the first one before I lost my tin opener, and it was full of dog food.
Yeah.
And now there's dogs chasing me everywhere, and I'm still hungry.
Yeah.
All right, so all that happened in that one line. That's what happened there.
Good.
She immediately turns, leaving the door open to let him in. Okay, so she's opened the door to this guy, and she's like, "Oh God, it's him again."
Yeah. It's tin on head, man.
he's opened his dog food tin. This is terrible. So she immediately turns, leaving the door open to let him in. Penny sits at a mirror and brushes her damp hair. This is the first mention of her hair being damp, though, right?
It's possible that it just got wet. It was like maybe she's got like dog food juice on her. Or something.
She's just brushing the dog food out of her hair.
Yeah.
He's actually Japanese, and so he bowed when he came in, right? And that he did it too quickly, and all his dog food shot out on her hair.
Yes.
Now she's brushing it out. All right. So Penny sits in the mirror and brushes her damp hair, and Carl says,
Or maybe she brushes her damn pear.
Yeah, okay. And because like Carl's hungry, and he knows he's got peaches that he could eat if only he had a tin opener.
Yeah.
And so she's actually showing off.
Yeah, she's just
she's
mocking
all
him,
like,
isn't she,
"Oh
like,
my damn pear! I haven't even eaten it, and it's so hairy."
So tasty and hairy. Look how hairy my pear is.
Such a hairy pear. I'll probably eat it later. How are you, Carl? I'm quite hungry.
Usually not women with a hairy pair.
But there's something about you. I think it's because I'm so hungry. Yeah. Okay. So I'll do the line again. Yeah. Penny sits at a mirror and brushes her hairy pair. And we mean that literally. Yeah. It's an actual pear, like the fruit, but a just oddly hairy one.
Oddly hairy pear she's got.
That she's brushing with her door open. Right. She just left the door open and immediately sat down like, right, I'm going to brush my hairy pear.
That's what she's got that spy hole for. She likes people to watch her brushing her hairy pear.
Yeah. So it's not a peephole. It's just a massive hole in her door that you can stick your head through.
A peephole. Penis.
She's got a penis nailed to her front door.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's to show what a strong woman character she is.
Right, yeah, she's just cut someone's penis off and nailed it to her door. That's all strong women characters should do. Alright, so Cole says, so, I've sorted transport. Diego is going to pick us up at 9 and drive us to the station. So we don't need to be up too early, which is awesome news. Carl wanders around as he speaks. Alright, I'm going to see if I can do this. So, I've sorted transport. Diego is going to pick us up at 9 and drive us to the station, so we don't need to be up too early, which is awesome news.
Very good. Very good
my radio acting. Okay, I learned that from you.
Yeah,
thanks.
Well done, mate.
And also the voice. I also learned from you.
It was like watching myself go for a walk.
It was like looking in a mirror while brushing your hairy pear, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Carl wanders around as he speaks. His eyes sneak a glance to the bathroom where Penny's discarded underwear lies.
Nice.
Having a little look. Having a look at your underwear.
I've done looking at your hairy pear. I'm going to have a look at your underwear.
There's a little look at your underwear. Yes. Oh,
what
lovely underwear.
She's leaving her underwear lying around on the floor.
It's her house. She can do what she wants.
I think it's a house, is it?
Hotel balcony, yeah. It's her hotel room. She can do what she wants.
No, I mean, she can do what she wants. I'm not saying she can't. She's a strong, independent woman.
She can put her pants anywhere she likes.
Underwear wherever she likes.
Yeah. So he's walking around looking at her pants. That's what's happening here.
Yeah.
His eyes then dart over to the empty spirit miniatures.
Empty spirit miniatures.
Tiny ghosts.
Yeah.
I see you've got some tiny ghosts in your hotel room. That's quite weird.
His eyes then flit over to all the miniature Bruce Willises.
Willises. Yeah. Before coming to rest on the flat screen. His eyes basically look at her pants, empty bottles, and then the television.
Okay, so my 3 favourite things. Women's underwear, alcohol, and TV. It's definitely me.
That's just any room Howard goes into, he first scans for those 3 things. Which is why you're always disappointed when you come into my room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're like, no pants, no empty alcohol bottles.
To be honest,
no TV.
It's very rare that I see the first one, apart from on the TV. That's why I go to the TV. So I usually look at the alcohol, drink the alcohol, then watch women's pants on TV.
You don't need to look at the alcohol; it's already in your hand. Just get straight onto the TV and put the pants channel on.
Yeah,
you're done.
Yeah.
But then this is a few years ago, right? This is a long time ago. So you've become more efficient. With more experience.
Right.
Now you don't walk into a hotel room and go, right, where are the pants?
Yes.
You're like, I know where the pants are. They're on the television.
TV. Pants TV.
This guy took ages. He's like, pants.
Channel 306, Pants TV. Yeah, we all know.
But no, because on the screen is a paused image of a hawkish man.
Of a hawkish man. Not
He's got wings. He's got wings.
He's got
definitely,
wings.
Yeah.
And a beak.
Yeah. And he's eating a mouse.
Yeah,
he's attacking an owl. I don't know what hawks do.
Yeah,
I don't know much about hawks.
Yeah.
So, a hawkish man, 60, with intense eyes and dark rings, a scar over his left brow.
And a hood.
A subtitle reads, Francis Collins, Special Advisor to the PM.
Ooh.
Carl frowns at the image. Penny says, we're going to the summit.
Oh, fuck.
We're going to the summit.
Right, yeah.
Carl says, what? We leave at 6. Oh, Jesus Christ, Penny. You don't need to come.
No, he doesn't need to come. That's true. I mean, he doesn't need to go.
Who knows? But I'm not clear what they're talking about yet, but I think that's, like, I assume we're going to find that out, because they're just beginning the conversation. We're a little bit behind them on understanding what's going on, right?
Seems like...
They're going to climb a mountain.
Oh, you think so?
Well, it says going to the summit. We're going to the summit.
Yeah, it must mean that, because it can't mean anything else.
Yeah.
So,
We're going to the summit. I think she's just seen a politician on TV.
Yeah.
Right, and she's like, I'm going to climb a mountain.
Yeah. Well, that's where you find hawks, isn't it?
Yeah.
So probably where you find hawkish men as
Yeah,
well.
so she saw that hawk man. I bet hawk men definitely live up mountains, right? If you're a hawk man...
Brian Blessed. He's a hawk man, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Penny, do you need me to give you all the reasons this is a terrible idea? Mm-hmm. Number 1, Brian Blessed will be up there.
Yeah.
Number 2, this is a mountain. I mean, who climbs mountains,
Well, you
really?
can't climb mountains in your high heels, love.
Number 3, you're a woman. Women don't climb mountains. Who ever heard of a woman climbing a mountain or stairs? Number 4, Daleks. Who knows if there's Daleks up there or not?
Probably are.
Bound to be. Because they're mountain-shaped, aren't they, Daleks? Right?
Yes, they
So
are.
where else would they be except up a mountain?
Yeah.
And they can't get upstairs, famously, but they can get up mountains because it's just flat, isn't
Flat,
it?
isn't it? Yeah, mountains are notoriously flat. Yeah. They're just ramps.
Yeah.
God's ramps.
Very smooth, flat ramp
Well, that makes sense if the mountain and then heaven's at the top, isn't it?
that Daleks go to heaven.
Yes.
That makes sense, yeah. Well, you remember that film from the 80s, All Daleks Go to Heaven? Right?
Yeah, I do.
It's a kid's classic, All Daleks Go to Heaven. All right, back to the script. Mm-hmm. Carl said, Penny, do you need me to give you all the reasons this is a terrible idea? Again, do I have to go do the Dalek thing again? Penny says, I'll take the wrap.
The wrap.
I'll take the wrap. You have the sandwich,
Yeah, that's
I'll
right,
have the wrap.
Yeah.
No, I'll take the wrap.
I've only got these tins. I've only got these tins. I haven't got any wraps. You can have some peaches.
Peaches or meat.
Or meat.
Okay.
Oh, there's the dog food
There's
as
dog
well.
food as well, yeah. But that's been open for a while now. I'll take the wrap, Carl. I don't... It's not about that. You know you can't go near him. And Penny says, I can and I am.
I can and I am.
Yes.
So it's him. It's all about him then.
I can go near him and I am going near him. I can go near him and I am going near him. Come or
No,
don't.
spam going in him. Can I have that spam off your head?
Yeah, are you making fun of me? Yes. So, all right. So you know you can't go near him. I can, and I am. Come or don't. Don't ride me. Don't ride me. Come if you want, but I'm not a horse.
Yeah, she
okay?
is. That's a surprise. That's a surprise twist. There's the twist. It's an early twist.
All right. So when you said she walks. Like a hunter, guarded and suspicious. What you actually meant was horse-like.
Yeah, she clops. She clops across the room.
She trots over to the door.
And then that's where she's brushing and braiding her long mane.
Yeah. I can and I am. Come or don't. Don't ride me. Carl clutches his brow. What?
My tins!
What?
My tins!
Oh, you're making my peaches hurt. You're giving me a peach ache. God, when you say don't ride me, what? Do you mean that in a sex way or in a horse way?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what you... I wasn't planning to ride you in either way.
Yeah, but now I'm thinking about it.
Now you've put it on the table. If I've given those two choices, can I go with horse way?
Yeah.
I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Since he's not doing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not allowed to ride you. I'd like to not ride you in a horse way.
And that means I'm going to...
But if I were allowed to ride you,
hang on,
it would be in a sex way.
And if I'm not riding you in a horse way, does that mean I am
Yes.
riding you? It means you can and you am. Right, okay. So which one can and which one I can and which one I am? It means you can ride me in a horse way and you am ride me in a sex way. Right. Is this good or bad? I can't work it out.
Take my trousers off now.
No. Now get out.
Get out my room.
All right.
Filthy-minded little
You dirty boy. Well, obviously I'm coming. All that talk about horses has really got me going. I've basically already spaffed my trousers.
I can see that, Carl. It's going everywhere.
All right. So anyway, buy milk. Thanks for the chat
Going
about
to go
horses.
and buy some milk?
Yeah, I always buy milk after I've jizzed in my pants. Well, obviously I'm coming. She says, okay. He stares at her. That all happens. And then she says, "What?" And he says, "You want to get a drink?" So,
he doesn't understand boundaries, does he? Well, they work together, and he's thinking, like, what do you mean, do they?
I don't know who they are. There's been no... This woman in a hotel room, man turns up, and she's all like, "We're going to climb a mountain."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I don't think that's a good idea, because there might be Daleks up there." And she's like, "Don't ride me." It's like, in a horse way or a sex way? I mean, it actually seems quite sexy, this talk so far. She's the one who started talking about having sex. But
she did take her underwear off. I remember that bit.
She did, and threw it on the bathroom floor where you could see it.
And she did brush her hairy parent.
And that's
lest
true
we ever
too,
forget.
yeah. So, I mean, to be honest, they're not acting like colleagues. Like when I go to work, which I do every day, none of this happens. Like, absolutely none of this happens at my work with any of my colleagues, male or female.
You're just in the wrong line of business, aren't you, really? Happens to me all the time.
In your job of posting books to people.
Yeah, whenever
from your house.
When I go to the post office.
Yeah.
Always looking at the
Mrs.
underwear
Henderson's
on the floor.
there, brushing her hairy hair at you. Did I ever show you, or did you see independently, the world record for...
You showed me someone headbutting a load
most
of
toilet seats
yeah.
Broken with the head.
Yeah, it's like, why? Who comes up with these things? And if you can just choose that, then you can definitely get in the Guinness Book of World Records, can't you? If you go like, well, I'm going to do the most headbutting this chair. No one else...
Also, not a chair, this chair.
No one else can do it because I'm not letting anyone else. Yeah. So I've won already.
Yeah. Listen, listener, you should absolutely right now go and search for Guinness World Record for largest number of toilet seats broken with the head. Right? There is a video clip of this guy trying to break the record. The record already stands, and it's like, I don't know, 25 toilet seats in a minute or something. And there's it's a TV show, and it's like Brazilian or something. I forget where, but it's not. He's an English speaker, but the show isn't. So they'll keep breaking from their own language to talk to him in English. But
like Brazilians invite a stupid idiot English person over to headbutt toilets.
Absolutely. And laugh at him, absolutely. And they line up, they've got them raised up a line of toilets with wooden toilet seats. And then they start the timer and he walks along, smashing them up onto his head. And he manages to break most of them, but not all of them. He misses a few. And the counter's going up. And then it gets to the end of a minute and he's failed. And he hasn't done it. And then you find out that he's trying to break his own record. Right? So he hasn't really. I mean, he is a failure, don't get me wrong. Right? He's failed at life. But he does hold the record. He's and he's bleeding. By the end, there's blood.
He's headbutting toilet seats.
Streaming down his head. You have to watch this, but also, if you're squeamish, maybe don't. But it is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. A man on TV.
If you're squeamish, maybe watch it on a black and white TV, because then, you can pretend it's gravy. Right.
Yeah. Or, before you watch it, right, get in the habit of making your gravy red. Right? Just keep making gravy and putting red food colouring in. So you start to believe.
Yeah.
Right? You start to believe that gravy is red.
Yeah.
And then when you watch it in colour, you'll be like, oh, it's gravy.
It's a dangerous kind of mode to get into, though, because then next time you cut your finger, you might go where's the gravy coming up from my finger? And put that on some potatoes.
Yeah, absolutely. You see an accident and then you start rubbing your chips.
If you're in a car accident and your leg comes off, you just start going around people's houses bleeding on the chips. Enjoy.
All right, so Penny is in her hotel room. Carl arrives and looks at her pants.
Oh, lovely pants.
And then says, "You want to get a drink?" And she says, "Not tonight." He nods a lot.
A lot?
He nods a lot.
Wow.
So that's I reckon, considering how long things usually last in your script, I reckon that's a 5-minute nodding scene.
Probably quite a long nod.
Yeah.
I think maybe it means that he's asleep.
That's what he does. He keeps going.
Yeah, it is.
Is this a lot yet?
Yeah. Not enough. Lots more. Yeah, very good.
He finishes nodding.
No, he shakes his head.
Yeah,
good.
Now he starts dancing. She's like, Carl, could you leave now, please? I need to go to sleepy. Bye, Bose. He nods a lot, and Carl says, fine, get some sleep. He closes the door behind him. Penny turns her attention to the TV. She rewinds the news and plays.
Rewinds it.
She's living in the future.
Sounds like a VHS to me. It's like a VHS. What do you call it on TV when you rewind? Do you call it rewind?
Yeah.
Seems weird, doesn't it?
No. No, not especially.
It does now. Technology's advanced, but they don't have new words for things. You still say that, like, so you still say, put the VHS cassette in when you're watching Netflix.
I always say that. Yeah. Where's me VHS tape? I'm sure it was on the shelf yesterday.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to choose a show on Netflix. Yeah. Right, so this next section, this is the news that Penny is watching. Right, this is the news report on TV. And the hawkish man, that's Collins, and he is the one speaking.
Okay.
So Collins, the hawkish man, on TV, talking. Here we go. Certainly there will be considerable resistance to the idea, and even anger from certain quarters, but the fact remains, choices are severely limited. Estimates of how long the oil would last were grossly exaggerated. Consequently, everybody, a lot more drilling's going to be now. I'm basically here on television to tell you that we're going to be doing a lot of drilling.
Yes.
Oh, so much drill. And we've got all these mole people to help us. Because they all say they have drilled. They haven't shown me the drills yet. I hope they don't turn out to not know what drills are. I hope that doesn't happen.
They've all come in holding shovels.
Oh, they've got their shovels, but I think
they'll be bringing their drills in late.
I don't think there'll be any trouble. Anyway, we're giving them a load of humbugs and asking them to wait. I think it'll be fine.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Woman of a no, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world.